We all need a place to belong, to feel that we are part of something larger than ourselves. It's a fundamental human need to feel understood and accepted by others, especially among women. However, we all know that many of us women have difficulty with building strong, supportive relationships with each other. But we must ask ourselves, why should we settle for superficial connections when we could experience the true power of sisterhood? It may feel scary at first, but the rewards of deep connections and a supportive community are worth it. Let's break down and discuss 6 barriers to sisterhood. Number 1, the competitive mindset ingrained in us by society. We are taught to view each other as rivals rather than allies, creating feelings of jealousy and insecurity that make it difficult to trust and open up to one another. Imagine how much more fulfilling our relationships could be if we saw each other as potential friends and supporters instead of competitors. Think about this for a moment and take it in. From a young age, we are bombarded with messages that fuel competition and create a sense of rivalry between women. Women are taught to strive for the same limited resources, such as jobs, romantic partners, and social status. This scarcity mindset makes it difficult to see other women as allies and instead views them as threats. Social media plays a significant role in perpetuating this competition by showcasing only the best versions of our lives and leaving out the struggles and imperfections. To combat this dilemma, we can choose to use social media as a platform to uplift and support each other, showcasing our authentic selves and celebrating our successes and challenges. We can choose to reject this competition trap and embrace the spirit of collaboration and support that true sisterhood represents. I want to emphasize the power within choice. It is crucial that we choose to create a new narrative that celebrates connection, empathy, and support. Building true sisterhood requires us to challenge the status quo and actively work to change the societal norms that keep us apart. By challenging societal norms and rejecting competition, we can build a world where sisterhood is a powerful force for change and transformation. Number 2, social media has also become a breeding ground for insecurity and comparison. As most of us already know, what we see online is often a distorted version of reality. We need to detach our self-worth from these unrealistic portrayals and focus on our own progress and growth. We must be smart and take control of our lives and stop allowing curated images of perfection to dictate how we feel about ourselves. These images are nothing but a facade carefully crafted to present an ideal that is unattainable and unrealistic. By constantly comparing ourselves to these unrealistic standards, we are only setting ourselves up for failure and disappointment. I challenge us to take back control of our lives by defining our own standards of beauty and success. It's time to stop comparing ourselves to others, whether we are short and overweight or tall and underweight. Whether society says we are pretty, not so pretty, smart, not so smart, funny, not so funny, we must accept ourselves and own the fact that we are enough. This is a real talk moment. Our differences and uniqueness creates a special beauty that cannot be duplicated. We should be wise enough to embrace our imperfections and to celebrate our own successes. This leads to a life of peace and freedom. Number 3, many women fear judgment and vulnerability, believing that showing their true selves will lead to rejection or being seen as weak. But in reality, vulnerability is a strength, and being open and honest with each other can lead to deeper connections and a greater sense of community. When we isolate ourselves, we miss out on the support and encouragement that comes from being part of a supportive group. Practicing vulnerability and being open and honest about our own experiences, whether good or bad, is also crucial. Sharing our stories and struggles with trusted women creates a foundation of empathy and understanding. It's through these shared experiences that women can find common ground and support, allowing them to connect on a deeper level and build authentic bonds. Number 4, we should be willing to shift from individualism to a community mindset. Our individualistic culture encourages us to focus on our own needs and desires above all else, but this me-first mentality comes at a cost. It leaves us feeling depleted and disconnected. Shifting our mindset from me to we helps us to recognize that our well-being is interconnected. This is another real talk moment. No one can predict the future, and life is inherently uncertain, with unexpected events capable of altering our paths at any moment. While we may feel secure with our current resources and independence, unforeseen circumstances such as health crises, economic downturns, natural disasters, and personal losses can drastically change our situation. Being prepared for life's unpredictability means that we must acknowledge that self sufficiency has its limits and that resilience often comes from the collective strength and support of those around us. Number 5, we all must remember to challenge our big mouths, which can be very toxic and damaging. It's smart for us to be mindful of the language and the stories we perpetuate against each other. We must be mature adults and choose to back away from negative and untrue narratives. We should remember the word choose and be mindful of situations that require us to make the right choice. When we hear someone speak negatively about someone else, we need to challenge those assumptions and reframe the conversation. This can help to eliminate harmful rumors and unnecessary conflict. The goal is to build a more positive narrative, and if this is not possible, we should not say anything at all. Number 6, we should not hesitate to celebrate each other's successes and support each other through challenges. Acknowledging and rejoicing in the achievements of other women is crucial in fostering a sense of community and shared joy. It's time to stop feeling threatened by accomplishments of other women and start celebrating their wins as our own. This not only strengthens our bonds, but also encourages a culture of mutual support. True sisterhood means recognizing that the success of other women does not diminish our own success. We hope this video serves as a reminder that it's time for women to leave behind any notions of competition or divisiveness and instead embrace the power of collaboration and mutual upliftment. Can you think of any additional barriers or other ways we can support each other as women? Share your ideas and experiences in the comments below to inspire and motivate others in our community. I'm Deana Denise Johnson, a licensed clinical social worker and certified psychotherapist. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe and share it with someone who might benefit from today's message. Together we can make a difference, and until next time, stay connected and empowered.